I have my computer open because that's the only way I can keep up with the comments if I look on my
Yes.
computer. And
Yes.
it amazes me how slow my internet is because we're not live on my computer yet. And I'm refreshing and refreshing, but we
Oh,
are live.
yes. Right,
So
right.
that's how slow it is. That's how much of a delay I have. Let's see. There we go. Now finally I'm live on my computer. So it's about a minute delay, 30-second delay, something like that.
Okay. Zoe said she was
So,
going to try to make it this morning. I don't know. I think she might have been up late with Coachella.
oh yeah. You didn't stay up late though, did you?
No, I went to bed about, it was probably midnight. It might have been midnight-ish
Oh, that's
when
still
I went
late.
to bed. Yeah, that is late. I was sleepy though.
Uh,
I was kind of like dozing off and stuff.
mhm.
I was a little bored with it last night.
Oh yeah. Did you like that you were waiting for Post Malone? I'm so not hip with the
Yes, I was
new.
waiting for Posty to come on, and then I saw 1 minute of him, and I fell asleep. And when I woke up, he was over. So I missed that whole thing.
But you can rewatch it, right?
On Mondays, they don't always show the replay, so I'll see him
Mhm.
again next Sunday night if I'm up.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't
So
know why I'm
they
Mondays. They
show it
don't always
live?
show it. Yes, on Monday, every day after the first night of performances, the next day they show the replays, and they usually show
Mm.
them all day. But after the Sunday night shows on Mondays, sometimes they don't show replays on Mondays. I don't know if it's because it's a weekday or what that's about.
Okay. I was
Yeah,
just
so
curious because a lot of the times, because people pay to go see those things, so I'm surprised they show them live on the internet,
oh
But I
yeah,
guess
the live.
they're
The whole
sold
thing
out.
is the whole thing is aired live.
Okay.
The whole thing is aired live Fridays, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday night are all live.
Uh-huh. And how many weekends is it?
It is 2 weekends. So this weekend was the first weekend, and the next weekend will be the last weekend.
Ah,
So Easter
okay.
Sunday will be the last.
I am learning.
I gotta get off my phone. So yeah, next weekend will be the last weekend. It's 2 weekends in April every year.
Okay. It's funny because I was thinking like, well, you and Ange are up till 4 in the morning watching Lady Gaga. Me and Hilda are just getting up. We're the old ladies of the bunch. We like to get to bed at 8 o'clock at night.
Right.
So funny. I was joking with Ange. I'm like, she told me she was up late with you, and I'm like, you youngins, you crazy youngins.
So funny.
Yeah. Well, I was good. I had a good sleep last night myself, actually.
Did
I was in
you?
bed. Yeah, I was in bed by 8:30, and I was out like a light, at I don't
Wow.
even know what time. So, and I
Now,
didn't wake up. I usually have to get up a couple of times in the night, but not at all.
yes, that's good. When I
Yeah.
do that, when I go to bed really early like that, I'm up. Like by midnight, I would have been up and I would have had to sit up for about an hour or more and then go back
Mhm.
to sleep. So later for me is better. And then I don't get up during the night. If I go to bed later, I don't. But it just
Okay.
depends.
Yeah. Okay. So it's Monday morning. Actually,
Monday
that song
morning.
is that's Sunday Morning by the Velvet Underground. You know the Velvet Underground?
I don't.
It's Lou Reed's band from, I don't know, he's 70s and 80s maybe. It's called the Velvet
Okay.
Underground, and it was like a concept band put together by Andy Warhol. He actually he
Oh.
drew one of the album covers and stuff like that, and they have this beautiful song called Sunday Morning, and it's like Sunday morning brings the dawn in, and it's like really nice. So every day I go Monday morning, Tuesday morning, Wednesday morning.
Yes.
That's what I do. I
I
sing in the
love
day.
it. I love it.
Mhm. Okay. So, oh yes, must roll my face. I was telling
Yes. I
Lexi
didn't bring mine over.
we started a revolution, not a revolution. What did you call it? A movement?
A movement. It's the ice rolling movement.
Yeah. Ange got one, and Nancy's getting one, and
Yes,
Nick bought
Nancy
one.
got hers. Yeah, Nancy
And I
got
got one.
hers.
Yeah, the ice rolling movement. I love it.
Yes, yes.
No regrets there.
No
Absolutely.
regrets. No regrets.
So what do you have some decks, don't you?
I do.
We thought we would start off with a little bit of maybe some positivity, some mantras, something like that.
Yes.
And I got some too. I got a few new decks, which is interesting. I'll just show
Oh,
you.
yes.
This one here, it's backwards, sorry.
Oh, I
These are
have it too.
you
Yeah,
have
I have
it.
that. Yeah,
I love the
see?
little piggy. You know what's on
Yeah.
the cover? The jetpack. I
Yes.
see drama, I hear drama, I put on my jetpack and I
And I
blast away
leave.
from the drama.
That's
I
right.
love that.
That's right.
And this is the one I was telling you about yesterday. It's
Oh, love yourself. I
the
love
Louise Hay,
those. Okay.
because you
Today
have the
I
other one.
pulled, did I pull gratitude? I think I pulled the Rupee Cars writing prompts.
Hey, Hilda's here.
Good
Hi, Hilda.
morning, Hilda.
I was just saying, Hilda, that Lexi and Ange stay up late, like till 4 in the morning, watching Coachella. And I said, well, you and I are just getting up because we had a good night's sleep. I was just saying that, how opposite we are, with that respect. But usually you go to bed early, don't you, Lexi? Well, not too early, I guess.
Not too early, but yeah, I try to go to bed early. I used to be at very late because when I was getting my master's degree, my um my school was in Arizona, so I had until 2 a.m. to do my papers, and I usually took up until that 2 a.m. to turn in my work. So that took a long time for me to get out of. And then when the pandemonium happened, Zoe and I were up every night till about 4 a.m. because she didn't have to go to work and I wasn't working or doing anything. So we were up all night watching YouTube.
Mm.
So my body is now getting back into going to bed at a decent hour. Well,
Yeah.
a decent hour for me, I should say. For me.
Hmm. Hey, Nick's here. Good morning, Nick. You're up
Morning,
early.
me.
You're up early. We were just talking about our ice rollers. Do you have
Hilda,
yours out, Nick?
yeah. Do you? Hilda says she goes to bed at 8:30.
Yep. Me
Yeah,
too.
that's too early for me. I can't. Well,
8:30.
Zoe's still at work. I'm picking Zoe up at 8:30 at night, so I can't go to bed at 8:30 at night. So
Yeah, it's a bit late.
yeah.
Well, I do that because now I'm actually inching backwards. My alarm is set for 10 minutes to 5 now, so 4:50. And I'm
Uh,
inching a little bit back. I want to make it 4:30 in the morning because I'm just so productive in the morning. That's my time,
yes, yes,
and I don't want to
yes.
waste a moment. So you're still
Right.
in bed, Nick?
Good for you, Nick.
Yeah, she's avoiding. She's got like 7 kids, I think, and she's
I
got all
kn-
those puppies and
yes,
oh my
yes,
goodness. Could stay in bed for
yes,
a while, Nick.
yes.
You don't have to go out and people please just yet. Hopefully they're all
Right.
still sleeping. Oh, and the other
Yeah.
deck that I got was this one, The Law of Attraction.
Oh, I love it.
And it's based on the teachings of Abraham. So there's a lot of really
Oh,
good stuff in this. So
yes, I love it. I
so
love
I'm
it.
gonna pull a few cards of those,
Yeah, I'm
you
waiting
know.
on some new decks to come. I think they might be here today or tomorrow
Yeah. I have a few
from
more
Hay
coming too.
House.
I treat myself maybe once every couple of months, and
Right,
I buy whatever I have on my wish list as long as that's my thing. If they're on sale, I'll buy them. If they're not on sale, I don't buy them. So
right.
give me a second. I forgot to light my incense. I'll be right back.
Sure. Hilda is a morning person. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Nick says if she gets up, the whole house will wake up.
Yeah, I believe that.
I'm an oxymoron. I am a morning person and a night owl at the same time
Oh, wow.
because I can go to bed at 4 a.m. and still be up at 7 a.m. That's just how my body is, I guess, for right
Mm.
now.
I could if I had to, but I prefer not
Yes.
to.
Right. Now, I don't always. Like yesterday, we didn't go to bed until I don't know what time it was. I stayed up pretty late Saturday night watching. I forgot what I was watching on Coachella Saturday night. Oh, Green
Lady
Day.
Gaga. Oh, Green Day.
No,
Lady
Lady
Gaga was the
Gaga
night
was
before.
Friday night. Yes, and I
Yeah.
was up till 4 watching her. Green Day
Mhm.
was Saturday night, and they were so boring. I was bored to tears, so I was watching other
Wow.
stuff. And
That's, wow, I can't believe you said that. I
yeah, I
don't know
was
how to
bored.
react to that.
I know. I was
Were they boring?
bored. To
Really?
me, they
Wow.
were. Or maybe it was the
Mm.
crowd. The crowds this year I noticed don't have a lot of energy. They're not,
Oh, no.
but of course they're there all day in the hot sun in the desert. You're standing up. I don't
Mhm.
know. And those crowds, the people, oh my, I can't even imagine how many. There were thousands and thousands of people there, thousands.
You wouldn't catch me there, even pandemic or not, like, I would never be in a crowd like that. I used to do stuff like that when I was younger, but I'm not comfortable around that many people. I'm really not.
Right. Yeah, it's a lot of people.
Yeah.
Now, I said Zoe and I, maybe one year we will do that. Well,
Mhm.
we will definitely do it when I am DJ Lexi Chan. Then I'll be
Right.
on stage. We'll be doing
How
that.
did you choose your last name for your DJ?
um,
DJ Lexi Chan.
Chan is my middle name is Chantel. So
Right.
Chan is half of that. So that's how I chose that.
Nice, nice. I was thinking
Yes.
every time I hear Chan, I think of Jackie Chan. Jackie
Yes.
Chan. Because my little hound dog Jack, of course, had many, many nicknames when he was alive, right?
Yes.
And so one of them was Jackie Chan, and my little husky Charlie,
Oh,
that was Charlie.
yes.
I called her
Oh,
Charlie Chan, and there was Jack.
yes, Charlie. Oh, I love that mug.
And that's Marlene. She passed as
Oh,
well. These were the original three
yes.
that I got together in 2015, and they've
Wow.
all passed now.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
and I had two others as well. So I had five at one point back then, and now I have five again. So
Right.
five seems to be
Five
the
is your
number.
number. Five is your
It is.
number.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
I was looking back at let's see, we've my whole life I've had, I think De Gaulle was the dog that we had as a baby. He was a black standard poodle, my mother's
oh,
pride and joy.
the Gaulle. I like
Yes, De
that.
Gaulle. And
Hmm.
then growing up I had Roar. Roar was a German shepherd and we had
Oh,
him from a puppy that was on St. Croix. And then when Roar passed, I was living in Chicago with my sister, and we had Samantha, the blonde Afghan.
you had an
And
Afghan.
yes, I had an
Oh,
Afghan. Yeah,
how
she was
much work is
beautiful.
that to keep up?
A lot of work. A lot of work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. That's a hound.
Yeah, she's
Afghans
a
are
hound
hounds.
dog. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Sight hound. Definitely.
Hi,
Love that.
Ann.
Candace
Yes.
back. She was taking out the trash.
Yes.
Take that trash out to the curb.
To the curb. To the curb. Yeah, let's see.
Um,
What are the dogs? Then, I had Alf, the poodle, the little mini
oh,
poodle, Alf. He was our pride
Alf.
and joy. And
That's
then
funny.
we had Tago, our French bulldog. He was a French Boston Terrier mix. That was the last
Yeah.
dog we had. Was our little Tago. And
Aw.
yeah, he fell asleep. I was holding his paw in my bed, and that's when he passed. And
Oh.
that night. So yeah. And I have him actually. He is here. He's somewhere here. His ashes are right here.
Yeah. All
And then
mine are up back here on the shelf,
oh
like way up at the
yes,
front.
yes,
That's where they all are. All their ashes are there.
yes,
All my pugs too. I had two pugs and a long
yes,
time ago. They're all together and
yes,
they're all waiting for
yes,
me on the Rainbow Bridge, and
yes,
I'm gonna
yes.
have a stampede of love.
Yes, you will. You will. And then our
Yeah.
little Mango. Mango was the last cat we had before Ma'am. And
Mango was a ginger, right? You said Mango
yes.
was a ginger?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mango was a ginger. And he only lived 8 months, 8 little months.
Mm,
And
yeah.
so yes, and then we have Miss Sassy Girl, Miss Badass Ma'am.
Oh, did you see what Hilda just wrote?
Yes, she's listening.
From the bathtub.
Yes.
From the tub. I love that. I don't have a
Yes.
bathtub. I bought this place
Hmm.
in 2020. Actually, Hilda and I were talking about I wanted to tell you this the other day, Hilda, but I was, always looking for a house, and this was my biggest dream, and I finally was able to scrape up enough money for a fixer-upper, because first time home buying, you can put down a 5%
Mhm, mhm.
down payment, okay, so and if it tells you anything, this house that I bought was $44,000. That's it, and
Yes.
now it's worth 4 times that much, so I made a
Right.
really good investment buying here, but I bought at the right
Yes.
time. But my point was what were you talking about? What was my point?
You started with you didn't have a tub.
Okay, thank you. Wow. That's one of the things, like, I need a bathtub. I need to soak in water, thank you, Nick. Bathtub. Nick knows me too. Mousy mind, right? So I was like, okay, well, it just has this little camp shower because it was really a cottage that they winterized basically. And so
Yes.
I was like, okay, well, because it's the mortgage is going to be so low, I can get the bathroom done. And then 2 months after I moved in here, my well went dry. So I had to have a well drilled
Oh,
350 feet down, which was crazy. I am forever grateful for my bank manager for helping me out there because, I
yes.
just bought the house, all the legal fees. I had no money left, and my credit was like
Right.
at that point.
Yes.
So that happened, and then the motor, my car's engine broke down and died. So I had to bring the car in to get a new engine, and it was like all these things were happening all at the same time, and I still don't have my bathtub 5 years later, and I can't really.
Right.
I'm thinking, I always wanted a hot tub too to put outside, and
Yes.
there are these things that you can buy. Actually, Septina sent me a link, and they're like portable bathtubs, and they cost maybe $50. They're made of like, kind of a plastic. I don't know exactly what they're made of, but you can pour the water in, and they have this thing that you can put the hose in to drain it after, and you could put it in any room of your house. So I was thinking of getting something like that. But the other problem is I have iron bacteria in my water, and I don't know if I wanna soak in that because I'll turn orange.
Yeah, we don't want that to happen.
Yeah, so I have to think about filter water filtration first, and then, taking a shower is one thing. It probably helps my hair keep this color, right?
Right.
Taking a shower is one thing, but soaking in that, I'm not sure.
Yeah,
I
not a
actually
good idea.
I have to bleach the well. You have to do that every year or so when you have
Mhm,
iron
mhm.
bacteria. So I'm dreading that because I can't shower for 3 days. I have to, like, do what I call the whores bath,
Okay, yes,
little
yeah,
face
when,
cloth here and there.
yeah, in
So
the Virgin Islands, we had cisterns, so everybody has a
mm,
cistern under their house, and we do put bleach in it depending. When we had, Hurricane Hugo back in 1989, we did not have electricity for 1 full year, and we did not have
yeah,
phones for about maybe 9 or 10 months.
that's
So,
crazy.
yeah,
I can't
yeah.
imagine that.
So we had to pull water, and, we would have to put bleach in the water. But yeah,
Okay.
and
Mm.
our cisterns are filled with rainwater. Unless
Oh,
you
okay.
buy water, some people have to buy water because they may run out. We never
Yeah.
did. The 30 years, my mother was very strict about the water, but it always rained. We always had an abundance of rain, and our cistern would overflow. And so we never had to worry. We never bought water 30 years. But a lot of
Hmm,
people have to buy water.
okay. Yeah.
Yes.
Well, I have stores of water in the basement just in case, I'm one of
Yes.
those prepper types, I
Yes.
wanna make sure
Yes.
I'm prepared for
Hmm.
anything. Um, but yeah, the bleaching, I think I'm gonna have to do it probably next month, and I'm just not
Yes.
looking forward to it. It takes so long for that bleach to come out of the water, but, that's what they basically put stuff like that in city water, right? They
Yeah.
put bleach in
Yeah.
it.
In the well water, yes. And
Yeah,
city water. Hmm.
and it's interesting, when I got my root canal treatment done, um,
Yes.
the dentist, he was great. He was telling me what he was doing the whole time, going along saying, "Okay, I'm about to do this, and at one point he's like, "Okay, I'm putting just a little bit of bleach and water in there to just make sure everything is really cleaned out." And I looked at him and, like, no dentist ever told me that that's what they were doing before.
Right.
But,
Right.
I'm like, "Okay." He's like, "Don't worry, it's not at a dangerous level or anything like that. Just a little bleach
Right.
to make sure it's all cleaned out." And I was like, "Oh, okay, that's interesting. I didn't even know they
Yes.
did that."
Yes. Yes. Hello,
Hello, James.
Jace.
Hello, Jace. Thank you for being here. Hello. Love
So,
it. Cheers.
Jace, are you not in school today, Jace? Or you're out of school now?
Do I know Jace? I
I
don't
don't
know if I
think you
know.
know Jace. Jace is on one of my lives. I believe Jace is uh, a tween or a teen. She's a young lady, a very young
Okay.
lady.
Okay.
Yes, so
So
this may
watch.
not be the live for you, Jace, but
Yeah. Watch the potty mouth rain.
yes, yeah, we gotta watch it. If this
I
is
am going
if this
to.
is Jace,
Okay. Are you there? We are here, Jace.
yes, we are here, Jace. We're
We are
here. We're
here.
really here.
It ain't a figment of your imagination. We are
It's
here.
not. Yes, we are not
Although
AI. We are real.
it could be your dream come true that
Could
we're
be.
here.
Could
You know,
be.
if a dug well put a fish in to clean. Oh, it's mine isn't dug though. It's drilled. I had a dug well and it was only 50 feet deep, and that's the one that went dry. Like it just dried up completely. So
Mm,
I had it drilled. The machinery that came, like your brain was shaking with all of that drilling. It was just crazy. It took them 8 hours to hit a water vein down there.
wow.
And
Yes.
I don't even want to tell you how much they charge you by by the foot that they go down,
Really?
Yeah, it's
Oh,
crazy expensive.
wow.
I was just really
Yes.
lucky that my bank manager was there for me to help me out. Otherwise, I would have had to put a lien on my house like 3 months after I bought it, and it was a horrible
Oh,
time,
my
but
goodness.
we made it,
Yes.
made it. So, but
Yes.
those things you have to expect. I just didn't expect them so quickly and all at the same time.
Right, right.
So
Exactly.
my whole point is that I'll get my bathtub at some point. That's the point I
Yes,
was
you
trying
will.
to make for the last 10
Yes.
minutes.
Yes. You will
So
get
let's
it
see.
at some point.
I will. I will. You want to pull a card and we can see what we want to say
Sure.
about it?
Sure.
Because I would like to pull a how to love yourself card, because I went over these cards last night and they're
Mm-hmm.
just wonderful. Those Louise Hay cards are great.
Yes, they are great.
Which one do you have? Positive affirmations? You have one of those decks, right?
I have no, I don't have yet. I have the two decks from Louise Hay Friends, which is the Wisdom of the Oracle and the Ask Your Guides, but I haven't gotten any Louise Hay decks yet. I'm waiting on a
Oh.
couple of decks to come in.
Or you have one of her books.
I do have her book. Yes.
That's what you read from. That's right. You
Yes,
have her
that's
book.
what I
Because I
read
remember
from.
you saying that, the Louise Hay. For some reason, I
Oh,
thought they
and
were cards,
actually,
but
yeah, I needed to bring it over here and I didn't, but I'm looking at it. Yes.
okay.
It's the positive thinking.
Right. That's the one. Okay. Well, I have a card I'd love to pull for everybody. And this is from the How to Love Yourself cards by Louise Hay. It's got a message on one side and then it's got script on the other. So I'll just show it. And I know it's going to be backwards because we're on YouTube platform here. It says, I rejoice in my creative energy.
I love it.
They're very simple cards. And I'm going to put this down to read it because I won't be able to see, but it says, fun, uplifting ideas flow through my consciousness, and I follow through on the ideas received, bringing them into full manifestation. So, ideas that flow into your head, follow through on them in order to
hmm
manifest them. So
hmm
that's a good thing to think about today. Is there anything that anyone wants to, have you had any ideas lately? Is there something going on in your life that you're thinking of, you want, like me in the bathtub? I got to follow through on that somehow
Yes,
and
yes,
manifest it, right?
yes,
So
you do.
there, there may be something that you want to do that you haven't done yet. Just like the Nike ad says, just do it.
Just
Follow
do
through
it.
on it.
Yes, just do
Maybe
it.
sometimes we ask the universe to help us manifest things, but sometimes it's also up to
Mhm.
us, right? We have to
Right.
take those first steps, because I believe that manifestation isn't just intention, it's action. Intention and
Yes.
action. And when the universe sees that you're doing that, then that's it. The universe
Yes.
has your back, and
Oh, absolutely.
you're going to do
Absolutely.
it.
The universe always conspires to give us our desires. Always.
Mhm.
Always. So
Yep.
yes, yes,
So that's for
yes.
everybody out there.
Yay. Let's see. I pulled a few cards. Let's see which one, which one. I don't know which one. Let's go with this one. Let's see. So the card I pulled is from the Angel Numbers deck. And the number is 1818 and it is willpower.
Oh, that goes really well with
It does.
manifesting.
It
Yeah.
does. So this basically is, it's about your achievements and your success, and striving forward, prosperity, being a go-getter. And basically it says, wow, significant events are on the cards for you.
Mm.
You will progress in your endeavors and gain new experiences. The right people and resources will be put on your path. An excellent proposal or change is coming up. You're destined for greatness. And I love this card.
Yes.
This card for me is, I'm getting ready to register to get my NASM certification in wellness and weight loss coaching. So
Oh,
this
really?
this yes.
What's NASM?
NASM is, don't even ask me that at this time of morning. It's the National Association of something something.
I'll take that. That I understand this morning.
Ah, let me get you. I'm gonna get you the right one. I'm gonna get you the right one right now.
Good for you. That's great.
Yes. So NASM is usually what the people who are physical trainers and that is where they get their certification. Usually from
Okay.
NASM.
I think
And
that's wonderful, Lexi. That's great.
yes, it's the National Academy of Sports Medicine is NASM.
Okay.
hmm
Okay.
So
So a
that is
certification, and may I ask
Mhm.
what you're planning to do with that, or is that hush hush?
No, no. I mean, I'm planning on hopefully using that to coach people in their weight loss, helping people with their macros and different things for weight loss. And basically just life coaching. It doesn't have to be weight loss. That is what one of the specialty will be for me, nutrition and weight and wellness. So it'll be wellness, all things encompassing wellness, your mind, your
That's
spirit,
great.
all of that.
I love that. I'm actually taking a life coaching course myself. So that's coming up. I don't know how long it's going to take me to finish it because I have all these other courses I'm taking, but that's
Yes,
that's been
yes,
a dream for me. I want to help people out and I want to bring the spiritual aspect into it as well. So
yes,
that's what I'm called to do. Definitely.
yes. That's wonderful.
Yeah, I think a lot of us are on that path.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Where
yeah,
we
I figured this would be good for me. I mean, I have lost 115 plus pounds and I'm continuing
yeah,
to at the age of 60. And that's a big deal. And so I want to be able to help other people on that path as well. So if I'm
yeah,
certified, I can do that. And also being certified means that I can receive uh financial it will help me financially because I can
it will be
charge
an
people
income.
for that.
Yeah,
Yes. So,
yeah, that's a
and
really
not that
good idea.
not that I will all the time, but it just depends. That will be a business for me.
Well, I think
So,
that's good. I mean, one thing that Mel says, Mel Robbins, motivational speaker, for those of you
yes,
who don't know. Now, I can't quote her, but I think it's actually in Let Them,
let
the Let
them.
Them Theory book. She says something about, you know, especially for women, don't don't diminish yourself if you want to build your wealth. Don't
Yes.
diminish yourself if you want to build your business. Like for me,
Yes.
sometimes I feel shy about saying, well, I'm building my business to make an income for
Hmm.
myself because we all have to pay the bills. And
Yes.
in my case, I lose my pension in 8 years now.
Right.
That's drying up. That disability
Right.
pension dries up when I'm 65. And I don't want to be going back to work at 65,
Right.
driving
No.
you know? If
Yes.
it's from home, I don't mind working. I'm
Mhm,
good at that,
mhm.
but I don't wanna have to travel back and forth at,
Right, exactly,
80 years
exactly.
old, 85 years old, that's just not something I wanna do, so
No.
there's no shame in wanting to build your business, there's no shame
No,
in
not at
saying, "I want an
all. Not
income,"
at all,
build your
not at
wealth,
all.
yeah,
Right. Yeah.
invest your money
Yes.
if you can, invest some
Yes.
money, like,
Yes.
it's
Mhm.
especially women, because I think a lot of the time we were conditioned that it's if you're in a heterosexual relationship, it's the
Mhm.
man who brings home the bacon and we stay home with the kids. But that's not so anymore. Everything has
No,
changed.
not at all.
So
Yeah.
there's
Yeah.
no shame isn't the right word, but you know, don't feel inhibited by saying this is going to be my income.
Right.
That's it.
No, not at all. Not at all. I just, I don't know what that looks like for me yet. I don't
Yeah.
know what that looks like. That it will not be the whole, that's just going to be a portion of something that I'm doing,
Hmm.
per se. And I know that a lot of people in this space do make a lot of money doing that, being a
Yeah.
certified wellness coach, life coach, what have you,
Hmm.
which is good.
Okay.
That's not my end all be all. I mean, Lexi Talks are going global. So, but this will be a part of that. And also, DJ Lexi Chan will be in Ibiza doing parties in the middle of the night. So,
Yay!
yes.
Hey, we have someone new. Anissa
Oh,
Renee.
hi, Anissa. Anissa is
Hello.
one of my subscribers.
It's
Hi, Anissa. Yes, yes,
nice to meet you,
yes.
Anissa.
Anissa has
Massachusetts.
a beautiful channel, and right now she just did a gratitude workshop, and now she's doing another one. Anissa, you have to put it in the comments because I can't remember.
Can I don't know if she can because she's not moderator,
No, she's not going to
but
put it. I don't mean that. I mean, just put down what she's doing on her channel. She can
oh,
just
okay.
type in what she's doing on her channel.
Well, if we know Anne, she's already on it and she's gonna put the
Yes,
link.
yes,
There, see?
yes. There she
See?
goes. Yes, yes.
I couldn't say it fast enough.
Yes,
Anne just grabbed.
Anissa has
Anne
a
is
very good channel. Anissa does Reiki.
okay.
Anissa does a lot of things. She's very
Oh, really?
positive. Yes.
I'm going over there right now, and I'm going to subscribe to Anissa.
Yes, subscribe to Anissa.
There we go. Anissa, Reiki master and coach, empowering
Yes.
women to master their energy. Lovely.
Yes.
New
Yes.
follower. Anissa, I'm a new
Yes.
follower. Um, I also took a master. I'm a Reiki master. I have yet to complete that whole,
Hmm,
that
hmm.
whole I can't think of the words right now. I can't speak.
Well,
That
yeah,
whole process.
because
There we go.
yes, yes. Hmm,
Yeah, I
hmm.
haven't finished the process completely yet, but I'm almost there. But the thing is, I was talking to someone else about this, about I take a lot of courses on Udemy, and the courses are great. You learn all that you need to learn. But with regards to Reiki,
Yes.
the Canadian Association of Reiki Practitioners does not
Hmm.
recognize online courses, which is
Okay.
such a shame because you're learning the
Yes.
same things, but
Thing.
they insist that you have to
Be it with a
get it
Reiki
done in
master.
person. Yeah, which
Um,
costs a lot more
yes.
money, So,
Yes.
the way around that, Septina was
Hmm.
telling me about that. She said the way around it is you just have to tell people, look, I am a Reiki master. I've done the
Yes.
courses. I
Yes.
know what I'm doing. If you feel
Yes.
comfortable enough to donate or to
Yes,
hire me
exactly.
for something, please just be
Yes.
aware I am not part of the Canadian Association of Reiki
A
Masters
Reiki,
because
right.
that's
Right.
all you have to say,
Yes.
but you have the same knowledge.
Yes.
It's just, it's a shame that they don't recognize that.
It
But
is. It is.
Anissa, yeah, Reiki changed your life. Yeah, you know what?
Hmm.
As I went through it, and I'm getting chills now thinking about it. As I was going through the course, I was like, "Oh, wow, this is changing my life too." The perspective that you gain, the
Hmm,
mindset change that
hmm.
you gain when you're studying Reiki, it's just unbelievable.
Yes. Yes.
Unbelievable. I'm
Yeah,
so
one
glad
of
you're
them.
here. I love
Yes,
talking
Anissa.
Reiki.
I'm glad you came, Anissa. Yeah, one of my
Yeah.
best friends, Pamela, who I grew up with, she's a Reiki master. And
Mm,
she usually sends me all of my everything metaphysical, all of my chakra stones, all of my everything I've gotten from Pam. So
very
yeah,
nice. I'm
Yeah.
now studying a course on animal Reiki.
Oh, that's lovely.
Yeah,
That'll
because
be
one of the
nice for the
reasons
dogs.
yeah, well, it's some people say you don't need to specifically study animal Reiki because
Hmm.
you have all the knowledge in the general Reiki, right? But
Yes.
I was just like, "No, you know what? Lulu Lucy needs some help."
Yeah.
Allison!
Hi, Allison.
Walking into "Have a good morning,
Yes.
Allison."
Have a good morning.
Hey. Yeah, so Lulu Lucy, she's had something happen to her before I
Mm,
adopted her, and
yes.
she's a real troublemaker, but it's not her
Okay.
fault, and
Right,
she's not
right.
quite she's not quite there all the time, so I wanna try to
Hmm.
heal her on my own.
Yes,
So
yes,
that
yes,
that
yes.
animal Reiki course is very interesting.
Yeah, that
So
sounds interesting.
and I think Nick wanted to do Nick, weren't you gonna you were thinking of doing a Reiki course, for horses to try to
Ah, that
heal
would be
horses
amazing.
too?
That would be
Because I think
amazing.
yeah, Nick has about 20 or so horses, and so she wanted to do that as well. But I know,
Mhm.
Nick, you're so busy, you probably don't have time for that.
Yeah, I
But
love horses, but I'm allergic to horses, so I would have to be in a hazmat suit to be around a horse, but
oh, that's that.
can't do it.
Oh, I
Since I
love
was a baby,
horses.
my dad had a horse that we used to go see. A friend of his kept it on
Yeah.
their ranch this when I was a little girl, and I couldn't. I my eyes would swell up like balloons and everything. So that's when they
Oh,
knew, yeah, you can't. We can't have a horse anymore. So yeah, I
wow.
had a pony.
Is it just horsehair or is it other
Um,
animals?
it's all animals. I'm allergic to mostly all animals. I do have a cat, and I've always had dogs. But when those animals are with me, their dander and all that I'm used to, so it doesn't bother me. But if I came to your house with the dogs, I would probably have an asthma attack and swell up. If I go to
Oh,
somebody else's house, because my body's not used to those particular animals. So
I see.
I have to have a lot of allergy medication, and I have to, as soon as I touch ma'am or anything, I have to wash my hands. As soon as if I touch my eyes are swollen. So yeah,
Wow.
yeah, it's bad. It's bad. I've
So
always been
so you
allergic to animals since I was a baby.
oh, that's a shame too.
Mhm,
That's too bad.
mhm.
I'll have to put some each one of their dog hairs and baby Oscar hair in an envelope and send it
Yes,
to you
and
before
send
you
it
come
to
visit
me.
me
Yes, yes, you have to
so
send
you
it to
can
me
put
so I
it
can
all over you.
put it all around me and everything so then I can be yeah.
Oh, that's funny. Oh my gosh. Okay, wait. I wanted to pull a card. Hold on. Does anyone want a reading, by the way? We'd be happy to do. This is Sunrise Readings and Chat. Don't forget. If you want a reading, let us know. We love to read. So I am going to pull because I wanted to pull a card from the Law of Attraction deck. Just stuff to think about, for the day.
Yes.
Okay, this is a good one. It says, worrying about your illness can create more illness.
Isn't that true?
Yeah, it's very true. And not just physical illness, it could be a mental illness. If you worry,
Could
worry,
be.
worry about it, it makes you more sick, right?
Yes.
And on the back of the card, it says, when you give your attention to something, your potential for attracting it is increased, right?
Mhm.
The more vivid the details, the more likely you are to attract it into your experience. And so, any negative emotion you feel while observing something is your indication that you are negatively attracting. And this message is very relevant to, I'm thinking, a few people who are watching right now,
Yes.
especially the part that says, the more vivid the details, the more likely you are to attract it into your experience. Meaning, if the hamster wheel is going on and on and on, and you're thinking of, oh my God, I'm so worried about this. This is going to happen. This is going to happen. Guess what?
It's
The
gonna
universe
happen.
is going to listen. And yeah,
Yes.
it's true. You got to be
Yes.
careful. Got to be careful. And, it says worrying about your illness causes more illness, but it's not necessarily illness. It just
No.
could be anything negative that
It could
you're
be
you're
anything.
focusing on.
Anything,
Yeah.
right. Anything
And
negative that you focus on, you're feeding that, the universe is going to feed into that.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
true.
Stinking
Called you roots
thinking.
again. I always say
Yes.
Roots in the morning. I can't call her Ange in the morning. I'm like, "You got it, Roots."
Roots.
I don't know why I say stinking thinking.
Yes, it's
Definitely.
stinking thinking. Yeah, the
Mhm.
power
I mean,
of our thoughts.
sometimes we can't help it, we're
Mhm.
normal human beings. We're gonna have
Yes.
these negative thoughts, but if we dwell, then
Yeah.
that's what's gonna attract those things into our lives. And it might not be,
Absolutely.
supposing I'm worrying about, I don't know, how am I gonna pay for the car tomorrow? Oh my God, how am I gonna pay
Mhm.
for the car tomorrow? I'm gonna have to do this. I'm gonna drain my savings on this and that. If I've been
Yeah.
thinking about that for weeks, guess what's gonna
Yes.
happen? They're gonna find the Johnson rod has to be replaced. And who knows what a Johnson rod is? I'm
Right.
making that up. Actually,
Right.
I stole that from Seinfeld. That's a Seinfeld joke, but I told you I don't have original material. All my material is stolen. But then they'll find the Johnson rod has to be fixed, and they're gonna be like, "Sorry, another 500 bucks because 'cause I'm attracting that, you know?
Yeah.
So let's hope the Johnson rod is okay."
Yes, let's hope it's okay. Let's hope it's okay.
Yeah, Hilda, the power of our thoughts.
Yes, the power of our
Just
thoughts.
okay, think of it this way. Think of when you're worried about something, the more you focus on what you're worried about, you start to get physical symptoms of that, right? You start to feel anxiety, maybe your hands start to sweat, you start to get
Mhm.
panicky. All because you were focusing on something negative. If Can you imagine if you're focusing on something positive?
Oh my
How much
goodness.
power,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
How much power
So
that
much.
gives you, and
Yes,
how
Anissa. Mhm.
yeah, you get what you deeply believe. I
Yes,
believe
you
it, and
do.
I have a video the other day that I put up as a VR to Hilda. You get what you
Mhm.
tolerate as well.
Yes, you
You get
do.
what you really believe in deeply, and you get what you tolerate. So
Tolerate.
if you
You do.
you tolerate certain things, you're gonna get them.
Yes.
There's so many life lessons that I've learned in the
So
last
many.
year in the
Yes,
last year,
yes,
and it's
yes,
just
yes. And that's,
yeah.
I feel that way too with that's why I've been studying Sonia Choquette lately.
Yeah,
It's very, clearing out your throat chakras and clearing your heart and stop the stinking thinking. You
stinking
got to
thinking.
be positive. You have to be. Everything is not gloom and doom. And if you live in that gloom and doom all the time, that's what you're going to get.
Yeah, I've
That's what
seen
you're going to
people,
get.
that's what they get it over and over and over, and they
Yes.
can't see that if they just change the way they're thinking, that it's not gonna happen overnight, but they're gonna start to
No.
see good things coming in?
Yes. Yes.
And Ange says, "I don't have the energy to worry or negativity, that's way too exhausting." It is exhausting.
It is
It's
exhausting.
mentally and emotionally exhausting, and when you're mentally and emotionally exhausted, your body follows suit, right? You get physically
Yes.
exhausted, and
Yes. Yes. You
definitely
do. You
it
do.
does take a lot of energy to live a negative lifestyle, to be a cynic? Takes a lot of
Yes.
energy.
Yes. It does take a lot of
Mhm,
energy.
mhm.
It does. It does take a lot of energy.
Yeah, Anissa, it is super draining, and Ange says it's all about frequency. Yeah, we wanna keep moving up. We wanna moving on up
Yes, we want to get to that
to
high
the east
frequency,
side.
to that, yes, we want to get to the 5D.
Yeah,
5D.
we wanna get up there, and I think,
Yes.
a lot of us learn this later in life. I don't know if that's true for everyone, but I've seen a lot of us learning that later in life, you know?
Hmm.
Maybe after our 40s, in my case, after my 55s. My Freedom 55 happened, and I was like, "What?" Last 2 years. Wow.
Yes, yes. Yeah,
Yeah,
and
Anissa,
that's,
it does
yeah,
take a lot.
it does take a lot of energy,
Mhm,
and that's what I always
mhm.
say. The energy, the alternative, if you're going to be negative, it takes too much energy to be negative and always be one of my dearest, dearest friends, and I love her to pieces, but every conversation is either a complaint or a negative or something. And it's like one day you're gonna wake up and get out of that. You just have to, because it's annoying. It's annoying. It's like you have to change your mindset. You got to change your mindset
Yeah,
to
and
positive. You have to have a positive thought.
it drains people around you, and it
It
makes people
does.
not wanna be around you, like,
Yes,
I was
that's an
around
energy
someone like that.
vampire.
Mhm.
Energy
Yeah.
vampires. Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
around someone like that for years, and at the end, it became kinda disdain that I had towards them because everything that
Yes.
came out of their mouths, my eyes would roll, and that's not who I am. I would be like,
No.
"Here we go again."
Right.
I couldn't take it, and I had to
Yeah.
distance myself from that person.
Yes.
They are
Yeah.
still the way they are, but I
Yes.
can't be around that anymore.
No,
It's
you
just it's too
can't.
much
You can't. Yeah, you
because
just
it's
can't.
catchy. It's catchy.
Yes. It is catchy.
It
It is
is.
catchy.
Oh,
But if you're on that fifth dimension, then that doesn't you that's just like has that doesn't bother you because that's like not how we live our lives.
yeah.
So yeah, I don't let that energy get inside my head. I'm like, yeah, that's you over there. I'm over here.
Yeah. Well,
I'm getting to the
sh
fifth dimension.
yeah, and
When
she's your
you're
good friend, so
She
you wanna still
is.
remain friends. With this person I was
I
talking
do.
about, it was
I
just it was
do. But
overwhelming,
yeah. Yeah,
overwhelming.
I do distance though. Like now it used to
Mm,
be I would talk every day, but now we don't anymore, really.
mhm,
But I mean, she's still here for me, still. She will always
yeah,
be, but yeah, it's you can't change people's thinking either. You just can't. You just can't.
no,
Um,
no. We have
you
some good
know.
comments here.
We
Um,
do.
yeah, Ange says, "Energy vampires, yes. Ugh."
Mhm.
I agree with the ugh.
Mhm. Yes.
Anissa, yes, it does. It drains you. And Hilda says, "The fact is, many dimensions, we got many elevations to go." Yeah, we do have.
We do.
It's it's a climbing up the ladder process, right?
Yes. Yes.
It is too much, Anissa. I agree with you.
Mhm.
And Ange says, "When you shine so brightly, your light burns away that darkness." Yes, I'm
Mhm.
thinking of the
Mhm.
hermit right now. Ange, I'm thinking of the hermit as you said that.
Mhm.
And Hilda
Yeah.
said, "Repel it, keep moving." Yeah. Shh.
Yes. And Anissa, you're
Can't
right.
get
You
in.
can only plant seeds. Yeah, that's all we can do is
Yep,
plant seeds.
and
And
hope that
hopefully,
they'll grow.
yeah, they'll grow. Hopefully, it'll rub off. Hopefully,
Yeah.
it'll rub off.
Well, that's the thing,
Always.
teach by example if you can. Guide by
Yes.
example if you
Yes.
can. Some people
Yes.
are too closed off to, they're not ready for that yet. So,
Hi, Selena, mi hermana. Mi hermosa
Selena.
hermana.
Hello, Selena. Thank you for being here. Welcome, welcome, welcome
Yes. Yes, Ange. Everyone is on their own path. Right. We can only expend so much energy. Exactly.
on other people's yeah. That's
Yes.
very true.
Yes.
I was having a conversation with someone recently about that, where, sometimes we have to let go of people and we don't really want to because we love them. But
Mhm.
sometimes, as Mel again says, when we try to rescue too much, they
Mhm.
sink even more, right?
They do. And what
Mm,
Hilda says, mind your own business. This I had a conversation like this with someone the other day, and I'm like, what
mhm,
somebody else thinks of you or what somebody else does is none of your business. That's not my
right.
business. Let
Mhm.
And that goes with Mel Robbins. Let them, that's not my business. If you're negative, that's not my business. I'm over here. I'm way up here getting into the
Yeah.
fifth dimension. I don't have that 3D. When you are negative and all of that, that's a 3D dimension. Not like a 3D when you go to the movies and put on your glasses and the
Like
3D
this,
glasses, right?
poink,
But
the old eye poke.
right. You don't want to have that 3D mentality. And that's hard for people because a lot of people, you grow up with that somebody in your family who's always negative or whatever. And that you start to think, well, maybe it's that way. And maybe, but you have to open up your own mind. You have to
Yeah.
change your mindset, like I talk about all the time. It's so important.
Yeah.
So important.
There is, yeah. See what Hilda wrote. There's a kickback to trying to help sometimes. Yeah.
Yes, you
That's
can't
very
help
true.
everybody. We can't help everybody. You have
Mhm.
to help you can't help somebody who doesn't want to be helped. They have to help
Right.
themselves.
Yeah.
That's just
That
expending energy that's useless. It's futile.
it is futile. What you said just reminds me of other things. You can use that. You can't help someone who doesn't want to be helped. You can't reason with someone who's unreasonable.
No.
You can put in any adjective there and it's truth every time.
Yes. Yes.
Ange was saying one of the 4 agreements, don't take
Yes.
anything personally. Yeah.
Yes. I love the Four Agreements. Don Miguel Ruiz. I love him so much.
Who's
And
that?
he's Don Miguel Ruiz. I don't have it in front of me now. I have 2 copies of of that book, The Four
Okay.
Agreements.
It's called The
And
4 Agreements? I'm
yes.
looking for it because
Mhm.
I have a credit on Audible right now. So if I can find
Oh,
it
you
on
have to
Audible.
get it. It's amazing. He's
Okay.
amazing. His son also has books too. They're amazing. Um, but like Dummy, he says that too. He's like, it's none of your business what somebody thinks of you, and you can't take things personally. You can't take personally what somebody else is doing or what somebody says to you, thinks of you. It's not that's them. So you can't, live in that. You just can't take that personal at all. Yes,
That
and Nisa
requires
said she loves this. I'm sorry,
I
Rain.
know, I smiled. No, it's okay. I
Yes,
smiled so big when I saw that comment. It's,
yes,
we
yes.
love having these conversations. We like to bring spirituality into everything because we are spiritual beings. We are energy. Um, but yeah, what you were saying about not taking things personally, and
Hmm. Hmm.
that's not my business. I completely agree with that. It's
Yes,
sometimes hard to to apply
it can
depending
be.
on the
Yes,
situation, right? If
yes,
we're really entangled with someone emotionally, it's
yes.
really hard not to take certain things
It is
personally.
hard. It is. It is. It
But
takes
it is
time to get
an
to that
agreement.
level. Yes,
And
and
I like what Anne said.
Ange put down the four agreements there.
Be
So she's
impeccable
got.
with your word.
Mm-hmm.
Don't take anything personally. Don't make
Mm-hmm.
assumptions and always do your best. Oh, I love
Yes.
that. And it's an agreement
Yes.
you make for yourself. And,
Yes. And it's
that's a
simple.
boundary. It's a
Yes, it's a
boundary, right?
boundary. Yes.
Say, you know what? This is what I'm going to do. And don't break your boundary because you can
Yes.
build trust in yourself and build confidence in yourself. I'm going to get that book.
Yes.
I like
Ange put
that.
the link. Ange put a link in.
Thank you so much, Ange.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And so did Selena. He has an oracle. Oh, he does. Huh. I'm going to check
Yes.
that out too.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Because I like these things, these they're almost catchy in a way, like not catchy as in contagious, but catchy like I'm going to remember this. The 4 agreements.
Yes.
Just like
Yes.
I remember I've mentioned this before, the 3 gates. If your words can't pass through the 3 gates, don't say them. Is it important? Is it kind?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Is it necessary? Those 3 gates. If you can't pass through the 3 gates, zip it. So those are things
Yes.
I remember because they're catchy things
Yes.
that you remember.
Yes.
Let them, let me. I'm never going to forget that.
Yes. Yes.
And you know what's interesting? When Mel was talking about the let them theory, Mel Robbins we're talking about right now. She's a motivational speaker who wrote a book called The Let Them Theory. When I was watching her videos before she put the book out, she didn't divulge the let me part.
And
She was
here's the
just
book
that's
here.
the one. That's the one. She was just talking about let them, let them, let them, but she kept that big secret for her book. And I think that's why a lot of people are like, wow, this is a great theory and it's a great philosophy to live by. And if you have all of these philosophies into place, you're up,
Yes.
up, 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 up. Love
Yes.
it. Thank you for
Yes.
sharing that so much.
Yes.
I think Ange mentioned it first, right? The 4 agreements. I love
Yes.
that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Hilda, let go and let the universe do its work. That's another thing that's important to do when
Yes.
when we're distancing from people who are negative, right? Lexi, you have to feel that cover of the book, the tactile experience.
Oh, I
What
love
of
it.
let them?
I love it.
Of the let them?
We talk about
I
that. Ange and I talk about that all the time. I mean, it's so
Oh, is it
because
soft?
it's no, it's bumpy. It's bumpy.
Oh, okay. Oh, the
It's
tactile
bumpy.
experience, yes.
Yes, yes. And
I
then
don't have the physical book. I just have I have it on
the other
audio.
best book in the world is the Book of Boundaries. This is
I
like the
have that one
Bible,
too.
the Book of Boundaries. People get it.
I listen to books while I'm working out, while I'm doing
Yes,
stuff, when I'm
yes,
drawing and all that. It's easier for me than to sit down and read because my eyes get very, very tired. But I have that one on Audible too that's the next one I'm listening to. Right now I'm
yes.
listening to a book on investing your money. So
Hmm.
that's a really good one. I'm learning
Yes,
so much from that. And I've still
yes.
got about 10 hours to go on that one to listen to it. And then I'm gonna write, yeah. Anissa, can you
Yes.
put up the Book of Boundaries again? She wants to know who wrote it.
Oh, the Book of Boundaries is by Melissa Urban. Melissa Urban is the co-founder of the Whole 30 Plan Diet.
Right, right.
And this is her book, The Book of Boundaries.
Wonderful. Oh, thank you, Selena. She put in the link to the Four Agreements Oracle deck.
Oh, is it actually on
Oh,
Amazon? Because every deck I
yeah.
have looked up the last couple of days on Amazon is currently unavailable, 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 unavailable. Everything is unavailable on Amazon. I don't know if it has to do with the tariffs or any of that stuff, but nothing is available on Amazon. Everything I look for
Well,
is unavailable. It's
it
so
seems to
weird.
be. Seems to be, but that's Amazon.com. I'm gonna see if they actually have it on Amazon.ca, because if I buy stuff from the States, it's like an
Hmm.
arm and a leg to
Yes,
the exchange
yes,
rate. It's killing me.
yes.
They do have it on
You're
Canadian
welcome,
Amazon, but
Anissa.
it's
Yes,
not on sale. So it's going in the dream dream
yes,
bucket.
in the dream bucket.
Yeah, because it's not on sale, and I refuse to buy anything that's not on sale
Yes.
anymore.
Yeah, Nick, you have to look those books up. Both of those books are absolutely amazing. And you can get them, I'm sure, on thrift books probably, or what's the other one,
Mhm.
Ange, that you told me about? The book
Book
outlet?
Outlet. She just put the link in. Is that in
Okay, yes,
Canada?
I see it. Hmm.
Is it Canadian site?
Oh, Selena says it's in stock. I'll have to look it up.
Yeah, and it's on sale in the States. I noticed that it's on sale.
Okay, I have to look that up.
The Book Outlet. Okay, I just clicked on that link and I went to the Canadian site, and in Canada is the Book of Boundaries is 13.49.
That's a very
So
good
that's pretty
price.
good
Yeah.
in Canadian funds, and I just have to figure out if they charge shipping or not, because I hate paying
Right,
for shipping.
right, right. I
Yeah, you too, Selena. They have to be on sale, because I used to just buy decks willy-nilly, but now that I'm in,
yes.
uh, wealth building mode,
Mhm.
my little bit of
Mhm.
wealth that I have, I want to build
Yes.
it. So some
Yeah.
things I won't buy
Mhm.
anything new anymore unless it's, if I can afford it
Mhm.
next year, a
Mhm.
car. But it's going to
I
be the
am.
tiniest little car,
Yes.
no frills. Just, I like to
Right.
say, meat and potatoes. I'm going to
Right.
roll the windows down. The
Yeah, I
key goes
bought
in.
let's see, my first new car in this age in my 50s
Mhm.
was my gift when I became retired. So I bought
Mm.
um my Nissan Kicks, and it was the first year that that car was
Mm.
built. So that car
Okay.
is a 2018 car, and I have a 2018 car, which my car only has, it's 2018. I don't even have 17,000 miles on it yet. I love my little cream puff. I love my car.
Cream puff. Yeah,
My
well, see,
cream
I
puff.
have I have a gas guzzling money pit Dodge Journey SUV right now that I've had.
Oh,
It's a
yes.
2010. I got it in
Yes.
2013. It was 3 years old, but it's
Hmm.
just bleeding me dry. I got to get rid of it. I used to have a little Hyundai, and that was just the best car I ever had. It was so
Yes.
cheap to maintain, and I'll keep the Dodge Journey in case I have to bring all the five hooligans and Oscar with me someday. But
Right, right, right.
you know,
You need a vehicle, a bigger vehicle.
yeah.
Yeah,
But I was
and
saying, cream
go
puff.
ahead.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah,
free
cream
shipping
puff
never
is
shipped it.
from cream puff is what they call a car. My brother was in the car business for his whole adult life, but a cream puff is somebody who drives a car only from A to B, and they have a car that is maybe it's older, but the car is basically brand new because you have no mileage, you have no miles, and so
That's
that's a
what I would
cream
be.
puff. That's a cream
I'm gonna get a cream puff
puff.
because I only go out once a month if I can help it.
Yes, get a card that a little old lady has had and she's only gone to the store and home, and that's a cream puff. And it's a very
There
well
we go.
taken care of car.
Oh, good. I'm gonna look for a cream puff then.
Yes, look for a cream puff.
Thank you for saying that. I love that.
Yeah,
Now I'm gonna
when you
try
go
it.
to the dealership and they're going to be like, "Oh, what do you know about that?" When you say, "I want a cream puff." Yeah, don't mess with me. I want a cream puff.
All right. Yes. Give me that cream puff,
Yeah,
Ron.
yeah.
Oh, you're manifesting a new car, Hilda. Good for you.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, I know. And Hay House has a lot of sales, but that's all in US dollars. So it doesn't.
Oh, mhm. Mhm.
Yeah, the hooligans, Selena. Yeah, all the hooligans.
Yes, the cream puff. I love a cream puff though, Ange. I do love a cream puff.
Love me a cream puff. Both types. Selena says, "I'm guilty with Hay House sales. Then they send me, here's $10 off for being." Yeah, well, that's how they get you.
That
They
is how
send you
they
those
get you.
coupons. That's how they get you.
Hilda, you've been a cream puff all your
Cream
life,
puff.
Hilda.
Cute. Nick, I gotta say goodbye for now.
Bye,
Okay.
Nick.
The house is waking up. She wants to hit the shower before they all run into the
Yes,
bathroom.
yes.
Have a lovely day. Talk to you later, sis. Bye. Bye. As Ange says, bye.
Yes.
Oh,
I
even in US dollars, it's cheaper
mhm,
than full price Canadian on Amazon for their decks. Oh, really? Okay. I'll
mhm.
have to do the math.
Yeah. I just love hardcover books. I do have a lot of
Mhm,
paperback books, but I'm a hardcover book person and I will spend the money on that because that's what I love.
mhm.
I
I
just
love
love
hardcover
I love
books.
a hardcover book. So
I can't
yes.
afford them though. So I
I
buy the
know,
paperbacks.
yes, yes. And I Audible would be okay, but I need to see it and touch it and smell it and highlight
Mm,
it and write out what I want to write and everything. And I don't know, I don't get that same feeling when I listen. But I know
mm,
so many people who listen to books and they love that. And especially, and it's good for people, especially who are dyslexic and different things like that. It's a nice way to have, get that book without having to read it and fumble over it and everything. And I love that concept. It's just not for me.
yeah. Well, for me, it sinks in more when I listen to it. When I read it, my mind gets distracted and I feel like I have to start the paragraphs all over again. There's something about
Yes.
that. And I used to read so much, but
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I don't know. After the burnout, a lot of things
It's
changed. So
yes, of
did see
course.
what Anne said? Hardcover
Yes.
books can be used
They're
as a
very
weapon if
yes,
needed.
there are a lot, yes, and the hardcover books on, yes, it can be used as a weapon, exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. But, they are cheaper on Amazon than the paperbacks. So you got and smack somebody upside the head with it.
And if you believe in the Westerns, if you put one against your heart, you can stop a bullet. If you
Yes,
believe in the old Westerns. Oh,
yes.
thank God I had the Bible on my heart.
No, that's right.
Stop the bullet.
Exactly.
Oh,
Ah,
so Selena and Ange are both
yes,
book sniffers, and Ange is a
yes,
deck
I am
sniffer.
too. Yes, me too, and a deck
I
sniffer.
love
And I
smelling the
sleep
deck.
with my decks when I first get them too.
Oh, nice. Just so you can
Yes.
connect with them and smell them.
Yes.
Oh, that's nice. Oh, you love
Yes,
Audible too,
Selena.
Hilda? Yeah, me too. I
Mhm.
love Audible. And it's good when because I do monthly shopping and the closest town for me is an hour and a half drive away on the highway. So it's pretty far away. And I listen to books while I'm driving too. So
Yes,
that I
yes.
love doing that. Otherwise, I'm just sitting there and I don't want to listen to the radio because I hate all those
Mhm,
advertisements and
mhm.
but, oh my God. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
I'm, I'm feeling good right now. And you know what? It's time for me to roll
Yay.
my face a bit because
Yes, I didn't bring my
it's
ice roller
starting
to the
to
studio
defrost.
today. Yes,
Starting to
roll.
defrost, and I'm getting that little bit of
Yes.
wet
A
on my
wet,
face, and I love that.
yes.
I love it. On Bill's channel, he includes the smell of the deck in all of his reviews. Yeah, that's true. I noticed that.
Yes, yes.
I chuckled too, Selena. Bill is quite a
Mhm.
character. I love him. Hey, if you
Yes.
guys have 2.5 hours, Bill was on Ramon's channel in orbit, and my God, what a conversation they had. It was intellectual, it was interesting. They were talking about religion and art. I was making my soups for the week and baking bread, and I had my phone on and I was listening the whole time. And I
Yeah.
just couldn't, I didn't want to stop. I didn't want it to stop. It went on for 2.5 hours and I listened to it. It was live, but I didn't make it on the live.
Mhm,
But
mhm, mhm.
Bill is very fascinating.
He
He's
is
got a
very
lot of,
fascinating.
yeah, interesting things to
Yes,
say. So
he does. He does.
you were ice rolling earlier this morning, Ange? Yeah,
Yeah,
his
they see
interview.
me
That's the one. So
rolling. They hating.
it was great, Selena. I rewatched the entire thing from start to finish. It was
I
wonderful.
haven't watched it yet, so I'll have to do that. I have to
It's
put it
long
on
though,
in the
2.5 hours.
background. Yeah,
Yeah.
when I have time. I just don't have time.
I listen to the long ones that usually I don't listen to, replays of live streams,
Mhm.
um, because they are pretty long, but, what I do is, if I'm cooking or
Yes.
baking or
That's what I do
cleaning or something,
too.
I'll have it,
Mhm.
you know,
Mhm.
on
I
my
do
phone
that too.
listening to it.
Yes.
But this one, it was just amazing. I couldn't get enough of it, so.
Yes, yes.
Oh, we have Smiley Miley snoring. I don't know
Ah,
if you
she's
can hear her.
snoring.
She's twitching.
Oh, I was able
So
to
sleepy.
angle myself so Yappy could be in frame here a little bit.
There's Yappy. Well, let me see if I can get there they are. There's 3.
There they are. There they are. Yes. Yes. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. There he
There's
is.
on the floor. And I think
B.O.
I think yeah. Yeah, Bio Bio. And Elle is on the other side. I don't wanna say their names.
Yes, yes.
Alright, so
Oh,
oh, Selena
yes,
says she was
Selena.
cleaning her ancestral altar and listening
Mhm.
to it. Yeah.
Yes.
You you did a video on that, Selena, I believe. Cleaning your
He
altar?
did. That was
Oh,
a
you
beautiful
did one?
video. I watched it yesterday.
Yeah,
That was
it
good.
was
That was
beautiful.
good.
Selena has some really nice spell work that or videos that she does, sorry. I'm
Yeah,
mumbling up
Selena's
my words
videos.
here.
Yeah, Selena had a mini live yesterday. She went shopping with
Oh, really? I
another,
missed that.
yeah, with a mutual of hers. And yeah,
Hmm.
Star, I think, right, Selena?
Did I see
Selena
it?
got some nice stuff. She got some teas. I can't wait for the haul video.
Oh, wow, nice. I love that. I
Yeah,
should
she
do
got
more
some nice
videos
stuff.
like that. Out and about with rain. You did a couple of live streams, Lexi, where you said out and about with Potato.
Yes,
You were with your
yes,
daughter, out and about with
yes.
Zoe. And I asked you, do you know who Jiminy Glick is?
I do know who Jiminy Glick is.
Because that's the
Yes.
name of his show, Out and About with
Right,
Jiminy Glick,
right,
right?
right.
It's Martin
Yes. I
Short in a
love
fat
Martin
suit.
Short. I love Martin Short. Yes.
Yeah.
Jiminy
So
Glick.
you like Jiminy Glick, do ya?
Yes,
I
I
can
love
watch
Martin
those
Short.
over and over and over. I can watch them. They're just so funny.
So
I love it.
funny. Oh, thanks,
I know.
Ange. Yeah, Ramon
Oh,
and
there you go.
Bills.
Yeah,
Hmm.
that's a good one. It's a
Yes,
good one.
Star the Wild Witch, Selena. That's who Selena was with yesterday, and
Star the
they
Wild
did
Witch.
some shopping.
I saw it. I saw the thumbnail or I saw the video. I just
Hmm.
haven't gotten to it yet. I remember seeing that with Star the Wild Witch. Yeah.
She had on a
It's
cute
nice
hat
when
yesterday, Selena. Was that a witch's hat? It was the cutest thing.
oh, really? Oh, I have to
Yeah, it
watch
was so
this.
cute. Yeah, it
Angie,
was
you gonna
cute.
put up the link? I'm waiting. There it is. No, you put it up,
Yes,
Selena.
Selena put it up.
I was waiting for Ange to do it because she's so quick on the draw.
She is.
All right.
Quick draw McGraw.
Quick draw McGraw. Okay, I've got this all lined
Yes,
up.
it was.
I have my morning stuff to watch now after this, and
Yes, yes.
I'm going to be doing some recording some videos for my kitchen and garden channel. I'm making crepe
Uh
Suzette, which is
no. Yes, crepe Suzette. Yes, yes. I
yeah, I'm
love
making those
crepes.
for a video, and then I get to eat them after, so I'm
Oh,
happy
that's
about that.
fun. That is so fun. Yeah, Hilda,
That was your first one.
Selena, looking for Selena. But no, that is not Selena Gomez. Our
Yeah,
Selena is just she's just beautiful, beautiful Selena. And she is
Selena.
way more beautiful to me than
Yeah,
Selena Gomez. Yeah, she's my sister, my beautiful sister from another
and
mister.
beautiful is the word. She is beautiful.
She is
She's very
beautiful.
she's very pretty.
Inside and out. She's very beautiful and very generous and kind. Yes, she is.
Mi
Mhm.
hermana, your
Yes.
sister.
Mi
Love it.
hermosa hermana. My beautiful sister.
Oh, how pretty. That's nice.
Yes, yes.
Oh, thank you, Ange. Ange is on the ball. And
Yes.
I started doing some art live streams on my other channel, Rain Francis Art.
Mhm.
And I had technical glitches for the first 2, and I was just like, "Oh my god," like, my eyes could not roll higher in my head that I
Right,
made those
yes.
silly mistakes, but the next one I can't do it this week because I have too much going on, but the next one is gonna be a week from Thursday, and I'm
Mhm.
gonna be painting the Northern Lights with acrylics.
Oh, oh, that should be
Yeah.
beautiful.
So I'm going to, and I'm gonna try to draw them too. I've never tried to draw the Northern Lights. I don't know how that's gonna work out, but I'm gonna try to do that, and I'm gonna set it up early so that if people
Yes.
wanna follow along, I'm gonna put the supplies that you'll need to follow along live.
Okay,
'Cause
that's
Karen did
awesome.
that one time. She actually followed along the first one
Yeah.
that I did, the
Yes, I saw
woodpecker.
that. She fell along with the
She
woodpecker.
followed
Yes,
along.
yes,
Yeah, so but
yes.
this one's simple, 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 very
Right,
easy to do. I'm
right.
using Bob Ross techniques, so
Mhm, mhm.
you don't need anything fancy for that, but it's gonna be
Right,
great.
right. Yes,
I'm
now
looking
do you
forward
all
to that.
see the Northern Lights there in Canada?
I have seen them once.
Mhm,
I'm in Atlantic Canada, so I'm a
mhm,
little bit too south, but there was one time last summer, maybe it was fall, that they were particularly bright, and 2 in the morning, I went out, and oh my gosh, and you saw them too. I think Ange saw them and Nick saw them too, and it was just beautiful. It was the first time I've ever seen them, and oh my goodness. No, I don't think
mhm,
you would see them, Hilda. I think you're a little too far south to see them, but I
mhm.
was actually able to see them once last summer, so oh, you couldn't see
Right.
them either. Yeah,
Okay,
you're
too
too
far
south.
south. Mhm.
Yeah,
We
but
had the
I
Northern
remember.
Lights here last
Mhm.
year. Was it last year?
Yeah.
For a little bit, but at the time that it was, I wasn't out to see it. It was like about
Mm.
2 something in the morning. And
Yeah, that's usually
but
when it
yeah, it
is.
was a
It's 2
rare
or 3 in the morning.
occurrence. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
rare here and rare
I keep an
rare
eye on that.
on the East
I
Coast.
I keep an
Mhm.
eye on that because for me that's something magical.
It's
You know,
so
it's like
magical.
there's great energy around being able to see the northern lights. So
Yes.
I I I don't we talked about this. I don't watch the news, but I watch the weather channel. So if there's
Right.
something coming up weather-wise, a phenomenon or something like
Mhm,
that, I'm all
mhm.
on it. I'm all
Yes,
so
yes. Yes, Selena says they have them, oh, yeah, in Pittsburgh several times.
Pittsburgh. Okay,
Mhm,
that's
mhm,
great. Hmm.
mhm. Yes,
Clearing
yes,
moonlight and stars, yeah, that's what you see,
yes.
Hilda, me too, most of the
Mhm.
time, is just beautiful. I
Well,
can see
I
the
yes.
satellites, and it's really, really
Yes,
nice.
I we see some things here, but I mean, and when I leave the house, I see my northern star, which is my mom, and when she's shining bright, I
Mm.
know she's there. That's the first thing I look for. But now that
Oh,
we go out in the morning, we used to go. Zoe used to have to be to work at 5 a.m., and so I would always look for my mom first thing. But now when we leave, it's daylight, so I don't see her in the sky. But at night, some nights she's shining bright. So when I go pick
yeah.
up Zoe, she's there.
Oh, that's
So
nice, I
yeah,
love that. Ange says,
yes.
"I live in a rural area, and the night sky feels like you can fall into it. The stars are plenty." Yeah.
Mhm.
You never convinced me. Never. I will never move back to a city. I don't have street lights here, so it gets really, really dark. And if
Yes.
I don't have any lights on outside,
Mhm.
it's like it's I hope Jace isn't here. It's an orgasm for the eyes. It
Yes,
really
yes,
is. It's
yes,
like you
yes.
see this and you can't help but feel awe, you know?
Yes,
It's
yes.
unbelievable. I
Yes,
just love it.
yes.
No
Yeah.
streetlights for you either, Ange, yeah.
Mhm.
Selena's in the country and love how bright the
Yes.
stars are. Yeah, it's
I miss
beautiful.
that. You know, growing up in the Virgin
Mm,
Islands, the stars are just amazing. And I
big
miss that
skies,
here.
right?
I miss that. We
Mhm,
see stars, but it's not as abundant here. But when the sky is
mhm,
clear at night, like I say, I could see that bright star. I could see my mom, and I could see, I love that.
mhm.
You know, and when the moon, I'm north facing, so we don't get a lot of sun and stuff on this side of where we live. But in the front, you can see things. And I wish that I can see the moon. That's what when there's the moon magic and different things, I don't see the moon outside. You know, I put my
Uh-huh.
jars out with the water and do all the stuff, but the moon is not there. It's all the way in the front. And I love
Mm,
seeing the moon. I hate that we're back here and we don't see that. We don't see the sun or
mhm.
the moon back here at all.
Oh, that's a shame. But, it's still there if you put like you said, you put your water on the windowsill, you're still
Yes,
gonna
I do. And I have
get
one
that
right here
energy.
right now. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I do. I do.
Selena says wait, I missed that. We have 0 food delivery places out here for that reason, too far from
Okay.
anything. Yeah, me too. No one
Mhm.
if anyone even wanted to deliver here, which is like an
Right.
hour away from the closest town, it would cost a fortune and everything would be cold anyway, so
Yes, by the time
I don't even do
right.
takeout. Can't do takeout
No.
for that reason either, but that's okay.
Right,
You know what?
right.
Home cooking is better. I like home
It
cooking.
really is. That's what we were talking
Mm.
about this week, and Zoe and I too, Ange and I were talking about that too, where, going out to eat anymore, I don't it's not good. You spend so much money, and I can make everything. I'm one of those people that I only have to taste something once. I could tell you what's in it, and I can
Mm.
make it. And I make better food than the restaurant. My mother loved Singapore made fun noodles. And I made them for her all the time. And she's like, "Yeah, this is better than the Chinese place." I'm like, "Yeah." And I've always had that gift. I could taste, you don't have to tell me what's in it. I could usually taste it and pick it up. And then I
Oh.
formulate and do my own, write my recipes and do
Oh,
my
I
own
love
things. But
that.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
great. I haven't gotten to that point yet. Some things
Hmm.
I can when it's sweet, I can. I can recreate, but if
Yes.
it's savory or
Hmm.
sour or tart, I can't do it.
You
I don't
can,
have that
yes.
palate for that.
Yeah, I
Well,
do.
I think that's a
Yeah.
great gift to be able to
It
do that.
is a great gift. It is. It
Yeah,
is.
because I've noticed since the pandemic, the quality of food in restaurants has
Oh,
just
it's awful. It's
really
awful.
gone down. I don't enjoy it either. I don't appreciate going to restaurants anymore. Once in a while, I'll go for a
Yes.
fish and chips, because
Yes,
or as I say,
yes.
my fish and mashed
Yes.
potatoes, because I don't
Yes.
have a deep fryer, so it's good,
Right, right,
once in a while,
right.
but
Yeah,
and,
it is so expensive. Anne says, yeah, it's so
yeah,
expensive to eat out. It's
it
just
is.
ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
And Hilda made a good point. I know the
Yes.
energy going into my food, don't eat out very little. Yeah, because
Yeah. Yeah.
what if the chef had a fight with her husband or
Well,
his husband
yes.
or
And
something,
also
and
they're
that
rushing.
energy is spoiled.
They're
Yeah,
not putting that love into what they're making.
yeah,
So they're just
definitely.
rushing, and doing. I was watching a reading this morning and she said that you're going to be around somebody and they make something and you just like it could be just a plain sandwich and you're like, oh my god, I just love this. It tastes, yes, because they put their love into it. And it could be a
Yeah,
peanut butter and jelly sandwich, but it tastes like the moon because they put their love into what they're doing. When you're eating out, they're trying to rush. They have a quota to meet. They're trying to get this food out. There's no, unless you're going to one of these fine dining experiences, with the chef that everything is just so, and there's only like a couple tables in the restaurant, that they really care about what they're doing. But for the most
yeah,
part, now.
yeah,
Hmm.
I agree. Yeah,
Yeah.
and, although I treated my husband to the Keg Steakhouse yesterday, and it was so
Hmm.
delicious, worth it to splurge for special occasions. Yeah, I still
Yes.
I like to be served.
Yes.
I like
Yes.
that. I
I
don't
do
mind that.
too. I do too,
That's
and I
nice.
will pay the money for a steak. I want my filet mignon, like I said, with the blood
Ah,
oozing, and I want lobster. And I
surf
want
and turf.
giant shrimp cocktail. Yes, I want surf and turf. Yes. Jumbo shrimp, the
Yeah.
jumbo shrimp they have.
Oh, wow. My husband's grandma used to make the best buttered toast, like how? I don't know how, but her toast was always
Oh
amazing.
my
Yeah, because she
gosh,
put love
Ange.
into it.
Yes,
Yeah.
my grandma too. And my grandmother used to make the toast. She would butter the bread and she would put it in the oven. And it gets toasted
Mm.
around the edges, but the middle is all soft from the butter. I have tried to recreate that so many times and it doesn't. My mama, oh my goodness, she made the best toast. Yes, the best, the best.
Oh my gosh. I've been
That's a
told I
core
make
memory.
yeah, I've been told
Yes.
I make a hell of grilled cheese, a hell of a grilled cheese. So,
Ooh,
I
good. We got
just
to
use
try your
cheese
grilled
and bread
cheese.
and butter
Yes,
but you know what I
yes.
do? I use, real cheddar, and I
Mm-hmm.
put a little parm on the inside so that it has
Ooh,
that little mix of flavors,
yeah.
and then I put you have to butter it up. This is a grilled cheese sandwich. We're not talking healthy here. So I put it in the pan, but I
Mm-hmm.
put a little bit of cheddar in the pan in the butter so that it caramelizes. The cheese caramelizes on both sides, and it's
Yes.
crunchy and it's really, really good. Of course, we're
That
talking about
sounds
food again.
delicious. Of course, we always talk about food in these lives. Yes,
Selena says,
Selena.
Friday husband treated me to hibachi. It
Yes,
was a bad week.
yes, yes. That was
Gotcha.
nice, though. That was nice. Yes, and homemade bread. Let's all go to
Mm,
Rain's. She's made homemade bread this week.
I did. It's whole wheat and it's yummy. It's got a little sweetness to it because I put a little
Ooh,
extra sugar in it. I really like it.
yes, yes,
And it keeps me regular.
yes.
Keeps me regular.
Yes.
Well,
Yeah,
how are you? I We've gone an hour and 20 minutes so
we
far.
have. We
So,
have.
do you wanna should we pull some cards for the collective and then we can wrap things
Sure,
up?
let's do it.
Okay. So, how about just, something that people should keep in mind today? Whatever you
Yes,
wanna
that would be
pull.
lovely.
I'm I
I've
might pull an
already
angel
asked Divine
card.
Spirit what people need to do, and she's given me some cards. So,
Okay. Well, why don't you
mhm.
go first while I pull my cards here?
Okay. I have the first card that popped out was from the Angels of Abundance Oracle deck. And this card is Visualize Abundance in All Forms.
Mm,
And this card, I've got a few, I think, abundance cards today. This card is, Spirit gave you or God gave you, whoever you align with, such great spiritual power that everything you visualize eventually becomes reality. And that could be good or bad. We're focusing on the abundance, on the good here, but when you focus on the bad, that also can become reality, what we were just talking about a minute ago.
yep,
And, so hold a steady vision of that which is beautiful, healthful, positive, and filled with blessings. And that is what you will experience. So I
beautiful.
love that card. And the next card that I have is from the Ask Your Guides Oracle cards, Sonia Choquette, who is like my new everything. I love Sonia Choquette.
Mhm.
Love her, love her. And this card is the abundance card. And it just popped out. I'm like, today is a day of abundance for us. And it's such a
Beautiful.
beautiful, beautiful card. So beautiful. And abundance is a joy guide and one of the joy guides. And this message from this card is fill your heart with gratitude and appreciation for the good things in life right now. So
Right now.
right now.
Yeah.
And yes, and more blessed abundance is on the way. So
Mhm.
if you fill your heart with the gratitude and appreciation for good things in your life right now, there's only more that can come. And I get that every day. I started saying the divine spirit prayer from Sonia Choquette. And since I've started saying that prayer every single day, I mean, the abundance has just been like amazing. Absolutely amazing.
Mhm. Yeah.
And it's simple. Divine spirit within me, move me in the direction of my highest good this day. That's all we can focus on. We can't focus on yesterday, can't focus on tomorrow. You just focus on
Mhm.
this day and then you just say thank you. You have to thank them. You have to
Yeah,
be thankful. And
definitely.
yes, yes. And then let's see, I had one other something here. Oh, well, I did have a card. This is not an oracle or a tarot, but I have a card from the Rupi Kaur's writing prompts on gratitude, and this card goes with kind of with something that I did on my third anniversary live. It was a question from Ange actually, and this card popped out today, and it's if I could share anything with the children of the future, it would be.
Ah, yes.
And this I would share with the children of the future, to be patient, be patient. Don't rush. Don't rush to become an adult. Don't rush to get older.
Mhm.
Um, because it's so, live in the now. Like the card, like we just read. Focus on now, being a child, being just having fun, studying, soaking up everything. If you have a passion now as a child, study that passion. So that's something that you can do when you get older. And
Yeah.
that's something. And let's see, I have one more card. And the one card is You are. Oop, I stuck it in. Hold on one second. I set it
Mhm.
down and it got stuck. This is from the Higher Self Messages Oracle deck. And this card is you are a beacon for others to follow. So don't hide the bright light that you are. So shine bright like a diamond.
That's great. That's very positive, very
Yes.
positive. I
Yes.
love it. I just
So
don't wanna
that is
miss
what
that.
I have for you, beautiful people.
Because Ange was saying that her French press coffee maker has been keeping her regular. We're sharing our little secrets here, and Selena's Nespresso is keeping her regular. So I think it's a coffee thing for you
Well, for
gals.
me, the water is keeping me regular because I don't drink coffee.
That does. It does. For me, honestly, like, if I'm just gonna let you guys know, if I don't drink tons of water all day, if I don't do 30 minutes of, cardio every day
Mhm.
and eat my whole wheat bread, then I'm in trouble, but that's what keeps me going.
It used to be
If we're
tea.
sharing.
Yes, tea used to be it for me, but
Mhm.
I love tea, but I've been having a hard time drinking it because that's something I used to do with my mom. And
Oh,
so it's
mm.
hard for me to sit down and enjoy a cup of tea without her.
It's a trigger, eh? Yeah,
Yeah.
I can see
Yeah.
that, yeah.
So,
Okay, so
yes.
I pulled out the Golden Girls deck, and I pulled out some not so positive cards, but I'm going to put a good spin on it. First, they're both Dorothy's, by the way, and we know how Dorothy
Yes.
is, right? She can be a
Yes.
little sharp-tongued.
She can.
So the first card I pulled was the Five of Swords. So what you guys were talking about, was it the four agreements? I wrote it down here. All right. Don't take anything personally. Okay. So here we go. We've got the Five of Swords, which could mean that someone's bullying you or taking your
Mhm.
swords away and stuff like that. You know what? Don't take it personally if something happens. That's their thing. You know,
Yes.
if they want to take your sword away from you, let you walk away with pride. Don't walk away all sullen like Sophia is back there thinking she's going back to Shady Pines. Just, walk away with your head held high, because if you don't, you might find it's creates a
Mhm.
loss or heartbreak. This is a Three
Mhm.
of Swords, the broken heart, right?
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
keep that agreement in mind that you're not going to take things personally. And I pulled a few oracle cards that go along well with that. In that situation, wait. Don't open your
Yes.
mouth. If someone's trying to bully you or talk down to you or something, wait.
Mhm.
Don't say anything. Remember your four agreements. Don't let it get to the Three of Swords, and trust in yourself that you're doing the right thing.
Thing.
Keep that boundary of keeping that agreement. Don't take it
Yes.
personally and walk
Yes.
away. So those go really, really well together. And I pulled, I might have to put my glasses on for this. I pulled a card from the morning mantras. It's this card, and
Mhm.
I'm just going to read it to you and then I'll show it to you. It says, even storms have a calm center. Today, if chaos rises up around me, I will be the eye. So that goes along very well with the cards that I
Yes.
just pulled. If there's a
Yes.
storm gathering around you, right? Tell yourself, I'm the eye of the storm. I am the eye of the storm, and I am not going to add to that storm. I'm not going to create lightning and thunder. I'm going to wait,
Mhm.
and I'm just going to be the eye of that storm.
Yes.
So
I
keep that in
love it.
mind, because you never know if we are around people all the time. There could be
Yes.
drama happening here and there. So keep in
Yes.
mind, keep that agreement in mind, even if you haven't read the book, the four agreements. That's one thing to always try to tell yourself.
Mhm. Mhm.
That doesn't, that's not my thing. I
Yes.
am not taking that personally. I am not going to
Yes.
listen to that. I'm going to walk away
Exactly.
from it and do my own thing. Let
Exactly.
them,
Let
right?
them.
Let
Yeah,
them.
let them. I love it.
Yes.
I forgot to do my little card too. I also picked a card from the Affirmators Morning Mantras,
Mm.
and these cards came from my beautiful Hermosa Hermana Selena.
Selena, that was
And
nice.
and this card says, when in doubt, give people the benefit. Everyone else is trying their best, right? And it says, except maybe this person talking on a speakerphone in public. Don't give them the
That's
benefit of
good.
the doubt.
That's good. That's true, because sometimes this happened to me recently where somebody said something and it really bothered me, but this was such a good
Yes,
friend, and
yes,
I thought, you know what? I'm going to give this person the benefit of the doubt, because
yes.
they didn't mean to say anything bad. I never brought it up to them. I just sort of
Right,
sat with
right,
it for
right,
a little bit,
right,
and then I'm
right.
like, I'm gonna give them the benefit the benefit of the doubt, and I was doing the right thing because this person didn't
Yes.
even mean it. They were just saying something, and I took it
Right,
personally. I
right.
didn't follow the
Yes.
agreement. I took it
Yes.
personally.
Yes.
I did give them the benefit of the doubt, and everything's hunky dory now. In another situation, I gave someone the benefit of the doubt way too many times, so I had to walk away from that situation. I had to
Right,
be
right,
the eye of the storm
right,
in that
right.
situation. But yeah, if you give someone the benefit of
Yes.
the doubt,
Yes.
usually if they're a good person, down to their soul level,
Yes.
it's
Yes.
just something they didn't even they're not even aware. So
No, they're
why bring it
not.
up?
They're not. And
It's
there's
you.
that
It's you.
saying. Yeah, there's a saying, and it's also like a meme or something that goes around, and I've seen it so many times, and it's like, be kind, because you never, everybody's going through their own whatever they're going through. So just be
Yeah.
kind and just move on, because like you said, they may not even know what they're saying at the moment.
Mhm.
You don't, sometimes it's like, well, yeah, you just have to give them the benefit of the doubt. Like you said,
Yeah.
you just have
Yeah.
to. And some
And most
people,
of the time it's fine, right? Most of the
yes,
time.
yes,
So,
yes,
yeah. Because
yes,
we can take things personally for so many different reasons. Maybe we had a bad day, maybe it's raining and we don't wanna go outside and someone says something and we're like, "What did you mean by that?
yes,
What you talking about?
exactly,
What you talking
exactly.
about, Willis?"
Right, what you talking about? Bye, Anissa. Thank you for
Oh, bye,
coming.
Anissa. Thank you so much for coming. And thanks to everyone who joined us this morning on Sunrise and
Yes,
who's watching the replay. We're so happy to have
yes,
you here.
yes. Let's
And
see, the
next week we'll be
last,
back.
yes, we'll be back on Range channel next week,
We're
next
switching.
Monday. We're
We're
switching, we're
switching.
switching.
Yeah.
Um,
So
Hilda says she drinks the smooth move tea. That
smooth
helps her
mood
in the
tea.
morning. Ange says she
Love it.
loves how I say coffee. Yes, it's coffee. CAWFEE, coffee.
Coffee. It's
That is the
coffee
Bronx,
talk.
New York girl in me. Coffee.
You're a Bronx girl, aren't you?
Yes, I'm from the boogie down Bronx.
Just
Yes.
like Miss Taro D, she's from the Bronx too.
Yes.
Oh, she did a
Yes.
great video on how to make Florida water. Did you see
I've
it?
got to watch it. It came up and I said, I
Mm.
got to go back and watch it.
Yeah, it's good.
Yes.
It's good.
Yes.
I loved it.
Yes.
Some
Yes.
days we just
Mhm.
wake up off, no one to blame,
Yes.
just the way it is. That's true.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And and
Mhm.
those instances too, it's you have to sometimes stay away from the people that wake up off and wake up on the wrong side of the bed, because they
Yeah.
take it out on everybody else around them, and it's like, I wasn't sleeping with you last night. You need to go back and rethink a few things. You need
Yeah.
to go back and
Get up
rethink
on
a
the
few
other side of the
things.
bed, then
Get
come
up
and
on
see
the
me.
other side of the bed. Yes, yes.
Oh
Oh,
gosh.
thanks, Ange.
Oh, thanks,
Yes,
Sam.
Florida water video. We gotta watch. I gotta
Yeah.
watch that.
I want to make some of that. She was actually giving the history of the Florida water
Yes.
and how it was originally made as a bug repellent, which is
Mm-hmm.
really interesting. Like just all
Mm-hmm.
this history, and then she makes it right in front of your very
Yes.
eyes.
Yes. There's a
It's
woman that I
beautiful.
follow. Her name is Francesca, but she goes by Limitless. I can't think of her name right now. She's on all platforms, but
Hmm.
she sells Florida water, I believe. But
Okay.
she makes it as well. She makes it as well. I've got to watch Miss Tarot D's.
Hmm. It's
Yes.
beautiful, and all the
Yes.
ingredients she puts in, they're just all natural ingredients, and
Yes.
it's
Yes.
beautiful. Oh, and yeah, if I agree,
Yes.
if I have to walk on
Mm-hmm.
eggshells around people, I have no interest in maintaining that relationship.
100%.
Preaching to the choir. Yeah.
Yes. Ding, ding, ding. Yeah.
Ding, ding,
None at
ding.
all.
Ding, 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 ding.
Ding, 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 ding.
Selena makes hers with
Oh, with
only essential
essential
oils.
oils.
But yeah, you want because
Yes.
Miss Tarot D uses fruit peels and flowers and things like
Mm-hmm.
that. It's really
Mm-hmm.
nice. You saw it too, Hilda?
Yes.
It is a good video. Yeah,
Yes. Yes.
very nice.
Yeah. Hilda
Oh,
said no,
great.
no eggshells.
No eggshells.
No
I'm gonna
eggshells.
stretch. Ugh.
Yes.
Oh,
I'm so glad we had this time together.
together just to have a laugh and sing a
Sing a
song.
song.
And I don't know the rest of the lyrics. By the
But
time we have to say
say
so
so
long.
long.
That was Carol Burnett, right?
Yes, that was
Saying
Carol
hi to her
Burnett,
mommy.
tugging on
That's
your
that's what
ear.
she said it was because she was saying hi to her mommy every night
Yes,
when she would do the
yes.
show. I love that.
Oh, Selena
Okay.
uses it to clean her altars.
Yes, that was the
Yes,
video, right, that
yes,
I saw?
yes. Mhm.
No, you were doing an amulet. Am I mixing you up? I don't know. I watched so
She
many
did her
videos
altar
yesterday.
too. She cleaned her altar
Mhm.
also. Mhm, she
Right,
did do
okay.
that too. Yes. Well, we
Mhm.
love you.
We're gonna say
Thank you.
bye-bye.
Yes, thank you all for coming next week on Rain's channel.
Oh, and Saturday Night Love with Ange on my channel,
Yes,
if you
Saturday Night
guys
Love
wanna
with
pop in.
Ange.
We're gonna have
Yes,
fun.
yes.
All right,
Mwah,
kids, have
love
a
you
great day.
plenty.
Tap, tap, tap. We love
Tap, tap,
you.
tap. Love you. Talk to you later.
Okay. You're gonna end it? You have to
Yeah,
pick the
I'll
end.
end it.
Okay.
Okay.
Bye.